Hello there, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of March the 3rd through March 9th. I am going to be pulling one card per day, or maybe they will just fly out so that we can get an idea of themes for the week. We'll not only be paying attention to the cards, but we will also be paying attention to what comes up intuitively as well as we go through the week. Those of you who would like to support the channel, please put a thumbs up on this video, share it out to the world, or put comments down below. All of that is appreciated. If you would like to support financially, then there is a Buy Me a Coffee link down below. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me or check out any of my other services, then you can check out my website on the screen, and that will tell you all about those. I do have a newsletter that I put out once a week, and my newsletter people do get special perks. So you can sign up for that at my website as well if you're interested. All right, so this is for Taurus. Let's see what we have. All right, so Taurus, let's go ahead and just dive right in. Monday, what we have here with that Three of Swords does talk about some kind of heartache or heartbreak. When we pull cards for every day, not all of these are going to have huge emotional impact. And this may be one of those situations where we don't have huge emotional impact. Could be mundane. I pulled this card for myself before and ended up seeing something on the news that evening about dogs that have been neglected or mistreated. And I guess I'm a pansy because that made me cry. So it doesn't have to be huge. You know, it doesn't have to be impacting your life for several days or anything like that. But there is some kind of heartache or heartbreak that shows up here. Now, on Tuesday, we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords tells me, Taurus, that there's something going on that has you stressed out. And with this card, we're carrying stress that is not really ours to carry. It's an overload to our body. And so whenever this card comes up, this Nine of Swords, look at whatever it is that we're feeling stressed out about, Taurus, and start to think about, okay, have I done everything I can to make sure that this goes the best possible direction? And if you can, which if you're under this much stress, you probably have, then you want to go ahead and just recognize that you've done everything you can and turn it over to let the cookie crumble however it needs to and move on with your life and let this be whatever it's going to be, because this kind of stress is not good for us. Now, looking at Wednesday, Five of Pentacles, but it's shown up in reverse. This is one of those cards I really like to see in reverse. This says that there's something going on where there's either an easing up in something of our budget, or we're starting to feel a little bit less left out socially. And for a lot of us, this is going to be both of those happening at the same time. All right. Thursday, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. This just means that we are going to be doing something that is away from home on Thursday. We may be going to visit somebody else's home. We may be eating out at a place where we don't normally, but being away from home. And this is a temporary thing. Some of us could be traveling for business and we could be gone for more than one day, but still temporary, still coming back at some point. Okay. Now, Friday, Six of Cups, really lovely card here. This talks about the idea of having some memories that are sweet memories, something that we feel a little bit sentimental about even. So nice. Could be that you have somebody coming back from the past as well that brings those memories with them. That's not uncommon for a card like this. Now let's look at the weekend. So Saturday, Five of Cups in reverse, very similar to this Five of Pentacles in reverse in that these are both good cards when they show up in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse talks about getting over some kind of disappointment or heartache or heartbreak. Sometimes this is forgiving somebody for something. Sometimes this is just letting things be in the past and not carrying that grudge forward or that hurt forward. Either way, it's good, it's healing, and it lightens the spirit. So we like to see that. Then Sunday, we have our King of Wands showing up here. King of Wands is just telling me that I think on Sunday, Taurus, we're going to be very outgoing. We're going to be spending time communicating with people. We are going to be trying to do things that are going to be helpful and empowering and things that make people around us laugh and happy and joyful. Okay, there could be a few of us interacting with the King of Wands on Sunday, as well. So that would be somebody with those same types of personality traits that I just talked about for us. But I think for most of us, this is actually us and how we are behaving on Sunday. Okay. So what do we want to clarify here? I like to clarify sometimes some of the things that are a little bit not so happiness making, so we sort of have a heads up. We do have free will and we can change things as they come in if we know a little bit more about them. I think what I want to see is I want to see what we're stressing out about on Tuesday, because that stress, like I said earlier, that's always something that is really out of our control anyway. So if we kind of have the heads up on that and know how to frame that when it comes in, I think that will be helpful. So let's see what we can find out about that. We got the fox and the snake. So there's some type of decision that needs to be made, and we need to make this decision in a way that's smart. And it's especially important that we make it in a way that's smart, because we do have somebody around who's maybe a little bit jealous and can be acting a little bit like a snake. I think we're stressed out about this decision. I think this decision has to do with something that's online, or somebody that's at a distance, maybe. We're trying to make a decision about something new that's starting, that's at a distance, or for some of you, it may be about a child that's at a distance. There's someone that's a little bit sneaky here, and this is somebody that you care about a lot. This could be a family member or a friend, and this talks about some kind of visit, but it's a visit that may not even happen. You're trying to make this decision. I think the decision is that you would really like to either see this child or you would like to create this new start, but at the same time, you're not so sure you necessarily want this other person involved in it. And with the mice coming in below you, with the moon above you, this tells me that, like, just thinking through this and looking at how you feel is really difficult for you. The mice would kind of chew away at things. So we're chewing away at the ability to reflect on this in a calm way. That's being chewed away. And I think that's being chewed away because there's somebody in your ear trying to say things that don't necessarily make sense. They may not be very close to you with this ship here, but they're still going to be giving you information, talking to you, whether that's emails or on the phone or whatever, trying to say things that don't really make sense whenever you're trying to make this big decision. And so I think it's going to be really important to be careful with this decision. I think that's why you're stressing out. Like, you're recognizing that, not everything is necessarily just as it seems. You may be feeling like this other person is not being very honest or straight with you. And so I would say follow your intuition there. And it looks like your intuition it may be hard to actually focus in on that intuition with those mice down there. Maybe not a bad idea to get some insights from a friend who cares, or get a reading from a really good reader about what decision to make there, so that you know that you're not just being influenced by somebody who is, kind of acting like a snake. They're talking out of two sides of their face. Okay. Anyway, that's what I've got for us. Thank you guys very much for being here. Y'all have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back on the next video. Peace.